nothing in that one. You having any luck? Nadia? Oh, she fell asleep. Amateur. Nothing useful in these books. Maybe the answer is somewhere else. Most of these books are just theories and stories from local novelists. But I'm looking for something more out of the ordinary. What's this one? A very dusty book. Perhaps you might have some answers. Let me see. Now this certainly looks interesting. Never mind. Nothing useful. Maybe I'll direct my attention towards something else. For now. Just to get my mind off the stupid theories I had. Okay, let's see. Right, so according to the reports, the body had no visible markings after the attack. The results of the blood test changed after multiple testing, and the particles in the blood also changed. But there must be something we're missing. It's clear the shadow crystal attacked the man, but why did it attack? What was its purpose? Why was it trapped in the cave? Was it trapped in the cave? No. Too many questions. Focus on one at a time, yeah? I'm not trying to overload my brain here. Have another look at the reports. Blood test changing. The blood changing. The particles in the blood changing. No marks on the body. Wait. It only says there weren't any visible markings, right? But if they can't see anything, maybe I can. It's been a while since I've tried to use my mark. Why not try using it now to see the body without actually going in to see the body? Yeah. Okay. Focus. Breathe. Okay, so I need to see the body of the civilian mentioned in the reports. I need to pick up the entity residue on the folder, find the doctor's energy, and lock onto their signal. Yeah, that could work. Okay. Focus. See if I can see it. Got it. Oh. Okay, it's a bit blurry, but I can see. Oh. Okay, yep, I see everything. Okay. There's the body. And as the report says, no visible marks. But if I just... What cannot be seen by the naked eye can always be seen with a touch of magic. There are definitely markings on the body, but they don't look like typical signs of struggle. If only I could have seen what happened. Okay, I'm back. Oh, blurry vision. Okay. Scribble down the markings so I can try to figure it out. The doctor's report also mentioned the changing of the victim's blood, but looking at the markings, those could possibly be an indication of how the crystal attacked, but it doesn't look like an attack. Granted, I'm no expert when it comes to this crime stuff.
Oh, for nature's sake, what are you pacing around for?
Shit. Sorry, Nadia. It, helps me think.
Have you found anything useful?
Well, define useful. I found something, well, I found a few things, but one of them was a complete waste of time.
And the other?
The other? Oh, right. Well,
is it useful?
It is useful, but I'm stuck. I read through the report again, just to try making some sense of it. I wondered if I could see the body, perhaps there was something we were missing.
Let me guess. You managed to find something?
You know me too well. Yes. We look here. The report stated there were no visible markings on the body. But what if there were markings?
Just not ones the doctor could see.
Exactly. Tapping into the residue left on the paperwork, I was able to see the victim's body. And after a closer look, I found markings. Just not the ones we thought we would find. Or not the ones I thought I would find.
And were you able to record these findings?
Luckily, when I'm in a state of meditation, seeing beyond the physical, I am able to roughly sketch out what I can see. I did... yeah, here. It's not perfect, but there's enough detail to see what they are.
Curious.
You think you've seen these before?
Well, these ones here look like some sort of symbol. Not sure yet. As for this marking, they're obviously not a sign of struggle. So we start by trying to find out what this symbol could mean. None of this is making any sense. The markings are too scattered.
Maybe that's the point. Going by everything I've seen so far, if it's too confusing at first, you're obviously missing something.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
If they're too scattered to have individual meanings, perhaps we need to look at this from a different perspective. Yeah, a different perspective.
Rayne, stop being so cryptic. Just tell me what you mean.
By the stars. It can't be.
Rayne, what did you find?
All these markings are one symbol. According to the description of this marking, it's shattered due to a failed merge, whatever that means.
Merge? What merge? That symbol, I've seen it before. It's a symbol we once used in aid of restoring your memories.
Nadia, is there something you haven't told me?
As you are already aware, this isn't the first time you've been to the Isle. Every time the portal brought you here, a memory restoration ritual was performed, and shortly after you remembered everything. But as time passed, your visits weren't regular, meaning that they were more spread out than what they usually were, years between each return. The ritual would no longer work, so we had to find some other means of restoring your memory.
Wait, back up. What do you mean the spell stopped working? Is that even possible? Nadia, talk to me. I need to know. Please.
Rayne, call out your memories. Call them back to you.
I can't feel anything yet. It's still blank, just static in my mind.
Azra, the symbol is glowing, but it's not stable. Rayne, keep pushing. Don't give up.
I think I see something. I'm not sure, but I don't like the feeling of this. Something doesn't feel right.
What is it, Rayne? What do you see?
I think they're my memories, but something is wrong.
Rayne, stay with us. Don't lose your focus. Rayne? Rayne, are you with us?
What? Did the spell, did the spell work?
Do you know where you are?
Ethereal Isle. And no, we are in the magic shop. Yeah, we're Ethereal Isle and we're in the magic shop.
Do you know how you got here?
Oh, just a big creepy portal showing up out of nowhere.
How did you lose your arm?
Minotaur. Yeah, a Minotaur broke it. Had to amputate it. And I made a deal with something and I got it back.
Do you remember how we first met? Rayne? Do you remember? What is it? What? That can't happen. That has never happened before. There must be something. Azra, you are the most powerful magician I know. Please, tell me there is something you can do to fix this. We will find a solution. I refuse to give up on him.
I guess next time we won't be doing that again, right? 'Cause that really hurt. I might have a concussion. I don't know, but I feel really weird right now, so please, we're not doing that again. Please, yep, not doing that again. Nadia, I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me about this?
I didn't want to break your mind. Forcing memories onto someone is not something I am comfortable with, let alone with your mind being fractured. I feared it would only make matters worse.
Yes, you are right. That's an understandable reason, but thank you for telling me. That must have been really difficult for you to live with. I mean, having that information and no one to share it with, I'm so sorry.
I've learned to live with the pain. Every time you leave, I just remind myself it'll be okay in the end. I haven't truly lost you yet. You're still my closest friend, and that is what keeps me going.
Well, that explains my fractured mind and why my memories are incomplete. The recall spell was overpowered and it backfired. Only question is, where are my memories now?
Well, the shattered symbols are a good way to connect these events. My guess is they are still out there, wandering around aimlessly looking for their host.
The shattered symbol. The shattered crystal. Connection, wandering, looking for its host. The victim. Fractured mind. Shattered memories. What?
Rayne? What are you mumbling about? What are you thinking?
Memory theory. In relation to memory restoration ritual, or the memory spell you used, memories need a host in order to stay alive. Without a host, the memories become faded and weak over time. They shatter until they become so unstable they'll latch onto anyone. In the unlikely event of this occurring, if the memory is attached to the incorrect host, the merge will fail and the soul will pass on.
Warning. File corrupted. Data unstable. Data restoration failed. File backup has been erased. Initiating backup servers. Partial data restored.
Which is why I've summoned Rayne once again. I knew he'd be right on it once he had enough intel to go on.
With the assistance from Portia and Captain Dawn, we did a search of the forest. I was wandering around until something revealed itself, to which, as if on cue, I heard whispers coming from deeper within the forest. So I followed them. I won't bore you with the details, but I found where the crystal entity lived. It made itself a temporary home, a cave covered in crystal. The walls were filled with glimpses of my past.
I was beginning to think that myself, which is why when Rayne was closer to solving one thing, I had to inform him about the ritual failing.
When did you plan on telling me exactly? Or would you rather I run around with only half a memory and making judgments solely based on theories? No, you're okay. I'm sorry for snapping. I just don't like not knowing things when they involve me.
Rayne, why don't you go get yourself some rest? You're all burnt out from your research. Azra and I will finish things up.
Alright, I'll go rest while you two catch up. Let me know if you need anything, I guess. Yep. Okay, see ya.
Nothing. Only about the last time we performed the ritual. He had a right to know why his memories aren't all there. I couldn't bring myself to tell him.
Warning. File corrupted. Data unstable.
You found it? Have you figured out how to give the memory back to Rayne? Oh, well, one step at a time, I suppose.
Attempting data stabilization.
And if that happens, he'll be... I just don't know how long I can live with this pain. Azra, every time I see him, I struggle to maintain my composure. I want to tell him everything, though I fear how he will handle it, let alone of being told there is more he doesn't remember.
Backup data restored. Initializing sequence.
The first time I saw Rayne, I knew he wasn't from here. He was lost, but not afraid. He was so young when the portal brought him to the Isle. I immediately knew I needed to take him in, keep him safe. For that time, he was happy. The way he looked at me when I spoiled him with gifts just because. He had no idea why I did it, but he was grateful. I couldn't have children of my own. Being the Countess and not having a suitable partner, but when I saw Rayne, my parental instincts took over and I needed to be the one for him. And when he finally told me he didn't have a family...
Sequence has stabilized. Partial data has been restored.
I couldn't force him to stay, much as I wanted to. He wasn't born here. He belonged somewhere else. But each day I begged the goddess to bring him back to me, to his home. Eventually he returned. The memory rituals were working and I got my son back. That is, until they stopped working. I feared I had lost him forever. Some of his memories might have returned, but he doesn't remember the relationship we have. And that kills me.